So, Valentine's Day is just about on us. And what are you going to do? You're going to go out and buy some expensive flowers, some expensive chocolates, or some sort of trite, commercialized thing by Hallmark that you're going to give to your loved one. Actually, sure, if you want to do that, you should do that. You know, I used to think that Valentine's Day was a terrible, exploitative, over-commercialized, terrible way to just make one day of doing things that you really should be doing all the time. Maybe that was influenced by the fact I didn't have a girlfriend at that time. But after a while I start to come around to it and I start thinking, you know, we need excuses to celebrate stuff, and if you're going to do that with your loved one, then do it. I mean, do it other times, or buy flowers other times, you know. Whoever your partner is, they probably would like some flowers or some other sign of affection, so just get out there and do it. What are you going to do this Valentine's Day? You know, we've all been stuck at home, maybe you've been spending a really long time with your loved one, and you might need to do something a little bit different. So how about an interesting cocktail? You know, obviously you could do something really cheesy to get between the sheets, or a screaming orgasm, or a long slow screw up against the wall, or something like that. But those weren't doing it for me because, you know, they're a little one-dimensional as drinks, and I thought something that represents something you want to celebrate, maybe it should be a little more thoughtful, maybe it should have a bit more depth and character and spend some time on it. So I thought that's what I wanted to do. And I came across a cocktail called a Saint Valentine, and I thought, oh, that would be kind of interesting. It was made by this cocktail historian called David Wondrich, and I thought, oh yeah, I could do that, but I tried it and I didn't like it. So I came up with a new drink, and it's kind of a big play on words, because the original Saint Valentine had port in it. I thought, oh, maybe I'll make a São Valentim, which is Portuguese for Saint Valentine, and obviously referencing the Portuguese port that's in it. But also I thought São kind of sounds like the word sour, and I really like whiskey sours, but the original Saint Valentine had rum. So, yeah, mixing this all together in my head, I thought I am going to make the São Valentim, and it is going to be a sour made with rum. So let's get straight to it. It's pretty straightforward really, but it does have a bunch of ingredients. We're going to start with 1.5 ounces of white rum. We're listening to a bossa nova version of This Is Not a Love Song in the background. It seems kind of appropriate, I think. Anyway, 1.5 ounces of white rum, 1/2 ounce of Grand Marnier. A bit fancy with that. You could use any sort of triple sec or orange liqueur if you wanted to, that would be fine. 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice, 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed orange juice, or if you don't have those, just use the bottled or jarred kinds, they will be just fine as well. And I want this to be a little bit of a pinkish drink. I know, okay, we have pink and red for Valentine's Day, red and white for Christmas, you've got green for St. Patrick's Day, orange for Thanksgiving, and that. Okay, I'm just going to go with that flow a bit. So I'm going to put in a quarter, actually I might make it a little bit more like 1/3 ounce of grenadine in there, just so we get that nice colour to it as well. And then because I want some body and substance to my drink, I'm going to put in an egg white as well. That would make it really fluffy and delicious and kind of real body and substance to it. I said that many times, but I think you get what I'm saying there. Give this a good shake. And then we get our drink and strain it, but sort of you want some of the egg white to come out nice and frothily, so we're going to pour it in, and a couple of the ice cubes going. I'm not worrying about that too much. And that is a really, really cool, slightly Pepto-Bismol pink drink we've got just there, but I think you can see it there. But we're going to make it more interesting. Here's the port part of our cocktail, our São Valentim, and we are going to just dribble it over the top of the ice like this, so that it will be about 1/2 ounce to 3/4 ounce. And then we are going to just add a Luxardo maraschino cherry on top, because why wouldn't we want something that is also a little bit sweet on top of it all? We'll put that there, and we will, look at that, that's great, doesn't it? Let's see what we've got. Oh yes, and despite the song in the background, here's to love.